So, willkommen bei der 4. Folge Highway Blossoms. Marina und Amber sind mittlerweile am Shipwreck angekommen, wo sie hoffen, den ersten Hinweis auf den Schatz des Miners zu finden. Außerdem sind sie auf Mariah getroffen, die sie bereits an der Tankstelle gesehen haben, wo sie Benzin für Marinas Auto besorgen wollten. Diese behauptet, sie kann beweisen, dass es den Schatz tatsächlich gibt und nimmt die beiden mit zu ihrem Wohnwagen, wo sie sie ihrem Team vorstellt oder ihren Freunden. Rolling her eyes, Mariah walks over to a drawer. English. From inside, she pulls out something wrapped in cloth and brings it over to me.
Go ahead. Take a peek.
Take a peek. Her smirk reappears, curling across her face as if this were a game and there's no way she could lose. Hesitant, I bring my hand to the rack and unwrap it.
What? No, wait. Is this?
The original journal.
That's right.
Lying swaddled in the cloth is a yellow nugget. I give it a squeeze. It's soft, definitely not a piece of pyrite.
It's gold!
But how?
You know the miner who hid the treasure? That's Joseph's great-great-uncle.
You're lying.
I can testify for that. It's true.
This thing is a family heirloom.
More like it was lying forgotten in my basement until we stumbled across it as kids.
Die Musik hier ist auch wieder interessant.
After that, I heard great tales of the miner and his hidden treasure.
She went to the library and found old newspaper clippings making fun of him.
Then, I made it my life's goal to find his treasure.
She's been obsessed with it ever since. Help.
That's a load. I saw you at the store yesterday. If you knew so much about the treasure, then why did you have to buy one of those journals?
Another side of my family probably got the journal after he kicked it. We didn't hear about it until everyone else did.
This doesn't prove anything.
Mariah shoots me a scowl, similar to the look she gave to the clerk yesterday.
What are you trying to say? Sis.
Tess finally moves. Hopping down from her cot, another license plate wind chime in her hand, the plates clanking together as she runs over to Mariah.
Sis, I finished it.
She says this without a hint of emotion, her eyes in a constant half-open state. Reminds me of certain anime characters. It's kind of unsettling. Okay, yeah.
How many is that now? 44?
45.
Marina bends down to Tess' level and greets her.
Oh, are you collecting license plates?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I only have 5 more until I have all 50 states.
Sie haben die License Plate von ihrem Auto abgemacht? Und das dann verkauft oder wie? Aber das bringt doch nicht viel. Oder? Autos ohne... Kann man die einfach fälschen? Stimmt, merkt ja niemand so einfach, ne?
And what state do you have there?
New
New Mexico.
Her voice and expression don't change, still as dry as the desert air. Mariah scoffs.
At least yesterday wasn't a complete waste of time. That junker was a piece of crap.
Wait a second.
All the parts were rustier than my ass. Even the scrap metal wasn't worth it.
Just be thankful we found it. We'd be busted if I hadn't salvaged the good bits. Besides, that money is going to keep us from starving.
Hat sie gerade das durchschaut? Oder einfach nur, dass die halt Autos klauen? I look at Marina, but she doesn't seem to have put it together. Okay.
About that car you found. That wasn't outside Roswell, was it?
Marina's eyes go wide, realization finally penetrating her skull.
Yeah, not too far from the store. What do you care?
I can feel my blood begin to boil. Marina can feel it too.
Amber?
Every part of me is shaking. Struggled to spit out the
Her
words.
car was stolen outside of Roswell yesterday. It was out of gas, so we went to get some.
Joseph is the next to realize it, followed by Tess.
Oh, crap.
So?
Can't hold it in anymore. Sorry, Marina.
So... you stole her car and dismantled it!
Joseph jumps off the couch and apologetically bows repeatedly, all in one swift motion. Each bow makes me a little bit angrier.
Joey said it was okay.
uh,
I thought it was. Mariah gave the go-ahead.
You told them it was alright?
Yeah, so? It's your own fault for leaving it out there.
How? How on earth is it our fault that it broke down?
You know. Finders, keepers.
It's
Boah.
a freaking car!
Tess tugs on my shirt.
What?
I don't mean to, but the word snaps out of my mouth. The tiny girl shrinks away. Alright, Amber. Just calm down. We can talk this out.
Here.
She holds out the wind chime made of Marina's license plate, her eyes cast downward.
You can have it.
Das ist niedlich. Never mind, calming down isn't gonna happen. Die tut mir gerade ein bisschen leid. A hand grasps my shoulder. I turn to Marina. She shakes her head and smiles.
Amber, it's okay.
But...
Really, it's fine.
She bends back down to Tess and smiles reassuringly.
You can go ahead and keep it, sweetie.
The trio, Mariah included, are taken back by Marina's saint-like reaction.
Don't worry, guys, it's fine.
Mädchen, was? Joseph breathes a sigh of relief. Was?
Oh, God. Thank you so much.
Was?
We're all really sorry about this. Right, Mariah?
The voice acting so on point. Nice.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess. About as fed up with this as I am, Joseph shoots her a glare and smacks her on the back of the head.
Ow! Alright, I'm sorry and stuff.
Marina, are you sure? They destroyed your car.
Yeah, but it was pretty run down anyway.
You're unreal, you know that? Anyway, we should head out now. We have a few things to take care of.
Thanks for showing us the gold. Now I'm sure the treasure's real.
No problem, ladies. Again, really sorry for all the trouble. If there's anything we can do for you, just give us a shout.
Ich verstehe das nicht so ganz. Die sind einfach Autodiebe. Aber... Denen tut das trotzdem leid? Wenn die Leute ihr Auto klauen?
Sure thing.
We head for the door, but Marina turns around before stepping outside.
By the way, was there a phone in the car?
The pink case, eh?
Yeah, that's the one.
Das... The pink case, ey. Hört sich richtig gut an.
We kind of sold that too.
It feels like the page is staring back at me. In fact, at this point, it probably is. My gaze drifts from the journal to the window. Meine Aussprache ist heute nicht gut. My gaze drifts from the journal to the window by the entrance. Man. Marina's outside, twirling the payphone's cord as she pops in another quarter. She bites her lips and looks through the window. Sie hat ja nicht mal Portemonnaie dabei, ne? Our eyes meet. She sends a small, anxious wave. Closing the book, I let out a yawn and remove my head from my fist. I'm sure there's a red imprint on my cheek. Freaking her out we had to go to Shipwreck was the easy part. Everything else has been a gigantic pain in the ass. Da fehlt das in. There's a rush of precious cold air getting sucked from the building. Marina enters, carefully shutting the door and taking the seat opposite me in the booth.
So how'd it go?
It went fine, I guess.
I guess.
Your parents are okay with all of this?
Maybe not okay,
A smile creeps onto her face.
but they understand.
Okay. At least someone gets it, because I still don't.
They weren't happy about the car, though.
Yeah?
I think you were the only person who was.
How couldn't I be? Mariah showed us that the treasure is real.
You're going to believe the people who stole your car?
It was an accident. They didn't mean to.
It was an accident that they stole your car.
Besides, they're nice.
Ich meine, Joseph kommt tatsächlich relativ nice rüber. Before we can argue further, our waitress emerges from the kitchen, carrying out our verdammt! Carrying our order. A hot black coffee for me, a milkshake for Marina, and a large order of fries for us both. Marina's eyes brighten at the sight of the shake. Like with the slushy, her sweet tooth takes control of her and she practically starts drooling over the glass. With a nod, the waitress disappears back into the kitchen.
Thanks for the food, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like I really had a choice. I could hear your stomach from the driver's seat. I wasn't about to let you starve to death on my watch.
Stimmt, wenn sie jetzt hier einfach nur rausgeschmissen hätte, was hätte Marina machen sollen? Die hat kein Geld, kein Fahrzeug, gar nichts. Die wäre nicht da wieder weggekommen, die hätte sich nicht mehr ernähren können. Was zur Hölle?
Plus, I was getting pretty hungry too.
Und so ist ihr immerhin nicht einfach was vor. Amazingly, Marina didn't freak out at the sight of the diner like she has at everything else so far. I was genuinely shocked when I didn't hear a gasp of awe escape her mouth as we pulled up. Ah. Wenn du einfach nicht nur ein Bild vom Shipwreck hast, sondern noch ein zweites, aber diesmal nur von der Hälfte. Ja.
Hey, Amber, why don't you get a shake too? Coffee and fries don't really go together, don't you think?
Leute, die bei Essen darauf achten, dass das zusammenpasst. Pizza mit Sprühsahne und Blaubeeren all the way! You can't see me dabbing right now, but just imagine it.
I'm fine. I don't really like sweet things.
That's why I don't like you!
But it's super good! Especially when you dip your fries in.
Okay, manche Dinge passen doch nicht zusammen. She takes several of the fries and does just that, dipping them in the shake like with ketchup or mustard. Eigentlich darf ich mich nicht beschweren, oder? Aber... what the fuck?
That's silly. I can do the same thing with my coffee.
Nein. Ich sollte vorlesen. Bin ich nicht böse. Taking a fry, I dunk it into my coffee and take a bite out of it. Ja. That was a bad idea. Grimacing, I placed the rest of the fry on my napkin as I tried to cope with the cold chill and sulfury aftertaste. Schwefelig? Wenn irgendwas an deinen Pommes oder an deinem Kaffee schwefelig schmeckt, dann würde ich den generell nicht essen bzw. trinken, glaube ich. Okay.
Maybe it would work better if you put creamer in it?
Sahne? Ja, damit es mehr wie bei der Milkshake schmeckt, ne?
Somehow I doubt that. Besides, it would just ruin the coffee.
Ich bin mir sicher, es gibt genügend Kaffeetrinker, die sich da ziemlich drüber aufregen würden, aber ich habe keine Ahnung von Coffee Culture. I don't care.
I don't know how you can even drink it without cream, or at least a little sugar. It's so bitter.
90% Bitterschokolade, Mädchen! Ja, damit gewöhnt man sich an sowas.
It's an acquired taste. You find flavor in the bitterness.
Ja! Real girl of culture.
That's why why I think it's weird that you drink something like that.
How do you mean?
I don't know.
Okay. Her brow furrows a deep thought. Question for real philosophers. Ich spreche zu viel Englisch.
You always seem so... yes or no about stuff. If you like something, then you do. If you don't like something, then you don't.
You're losing me, Mare.
Mare.
What did Mom used to tell us when we didn't listen to her? Oh, yeah. Basically, you have a really thick head, Amber.
I nearly spit the coffee out of my mouth, miss.
Gee, thanks.
Das sollte sie weder wundern, noch wundert es mich, dass sie so überrascht.
Or was it a thick skull?
Dickköpfig gibt es auch im Englisch. Wusste ich gar nicht. Also,
Whatever. You know what I mean, right?
I think so. Maybe.
I guess.
It wasn't really an acquired taste for me now that I think about it. Maybe I've always liked the bitterness.
It tastes just like my life. Or maybe I just convinced myself that I did. I don't know.
Is that a bad thing?
No. Whatever you like. Just like Mariah's RV, Marina shakes her head and gives me a sweet, genuine smile.
I don't think so. I actually really like it. It reminds me of Shiprock.
Was? Schwarzer Kaffee? Erinnert dich an Shiprock? A warm, tickling sensation bubbles up in my chest. It forces me to smile, but I play it off all cool and breezy like.
So I remind you of a rock. You shouldn't say that kind of thing. People might think they're insults.
Ach, sie erinnert sie an Shiprock. Satisfied with how I played that off, I reach for a fry to reward myself, but instead of hot, crispy goodness, something smooth brushes against my fingertips. I gaze down at the plate of fries. Marina's hand for a split second rests below mine. We instinctively snap back. Ah! People! Touching! Ah! Marina's face is a bright shade of pink and mine's probably similar, was? Als ob das jetzt so krass ist.
Sorry.
The room feels 10 degrees hotter. We try to re-establish eye contact, but our glances shoot off in other directions as soon as we meet.
Hey, Amber?
Dieser Sound. Ah, okay. Einfach nur der Beginn von dem Track, das klingt ein bisschen bedrohlich. I managed to compose myself long enough to look back.
You said something about bills and expenses last night, right?
Way to kill the mood.
I don't know what exactly you meant by that or what it is you have to pay off, but since we know the treasure is real now, I was wondering, maybe you might think about sticking around to look with me? We could even split it, or something.
Well, first off, we don't even know if the treasure is actually real. Mariah could be pulling our legs.
Pulling our legs, okay. Ja, ich habe auch immer so ein... Stellt euch das mal vor, was das für ein Show wäre. Schreibt einfach so ein Journal, bei euch ist es so, dass es richtig alt aussieht, veröffentlicht das, kauft euch einfach ein Golden Nugget und er erzählt allen Leuten, denen über den Weg lauft, so, hey, komm mal mit in meinen Van und erzählt diese Story und zeigt dieses Golden Nugget. Was wäre das für ein Troll? Manchmal denke ich mir, wenn ich kein Leben hätte, würde ich solche Dinge machen. Ah, Wasser. So. My coffee is mostly gone. All that's left is a puddle and a few stray grounds.
I'll think about it though.
Really?
I only said I would think about it. Don't get too excited just yet.
I won't. I just think it would be super cool.
Marina flops her chin down and rests on the table.
How's it going anyway? Have you figured out where the first part of the treasure might be?
No luck. It's not like the guy drew a map or anything. He just jotted down details about the places he went to.
That and rambling about how awesome he was. Yeah.
Do you think Mariah was right and he hit it on top of old Shippy?
Old Shippy.
Don't listen to Mariah, okay? She doesn't know what she's talking about. Think about it. How would he even scale the mountain? He was traveling solo on horseback. I doubt he would have the tools to do it. And even if he did, I'm pretty sure he would have gone on and on about it in his journal.
With a puppy dog whine, Marina frowns.
Are you sure he didn't mention anything else? Maybe something we didn't catch?
Bestimmt steht da irgendwas drin, wo Amber sich einfach gedacht hat, so, ne, ist völlig egal und sie sieht da sie interpretiert das mega weird, aber hat dann einfach recht damit. I slide the book across the table and over the leftover crumbs, stretching up my stiff joints as I rest against the booth.
Take a look if you want. My eyes are gonna start bleeding if I read it again. The only things he really mentioned are the rocks and the dikes around it.
Dike.
Oh.
Was ist ein Dike? Deich. Okay. Marina forces herself to stare down at the plate, the blush from earlier reappearing, huh? Oh? Was ist los? Oh. Was? Was?
No, not like that.
Was?
The only things he really mentioned are the rocks and the dikes around it.
Rocks and Dikes, ein Sprichwort. Irgend so ein dirty Sprichwort. Das muss ich jetzt nachschauen. Rocks and Dikes. The only thing he really mentioned are the rocks and the dikes around it? Nee. Also Google kann mir darauf auch keine Antwort geben.
Oh.
Dieses Gesicht ist schon gut, das gefällt mir.
No, not like that.
Ich verstehe trotzdem nicht, was damit gemeint sein soll. I stiffly giggle. Teasing her is gonna be a blast.
I mean the rocks that branch out from the mountain. That's what they're called. Huh.
It's so simple, but it makes sense. I shoot up and throw down some money. Marina jumps at the sound of the table rattling.
What's the matter? Did you figure out where it is?
Maybe. At least a general area.
I march towards the door. Okay, meine Prediction war falsch. Amber's drauf gekommen. The table rattles again as Marina leaps up. She stays behind to straighten it out before scrambling to catch up with me.
We're going now?
Hell no. We don't have any equipment. But we know someone who does.
I shove the door open, the last bastion between refreshing air and burning dry heat.
Come on. Let's go cash in a favor.